Hi, this is Rachelle with Journalized Journey, and I've picked up a few kits to continue working on the sea-themed Traveler's Notebook style journal that I was working on previously. I'll put a link to that video in the iCard up above. The Traveler's Notebook inserts that I'm using were some inserts that I made previously also quite a while ago. I'll link to that video in the iCard up above as well. So I have those two inserts and I have the newer cover that I made for those. So these are some papers that I purchased on Etsy, and I do have a link in the description box below to a Pinterest board where I list all the printables, digitals that I buy for journals. So if you want to see where I got all this from, the link will be in the description box below. I also picked up this digital of mermaids. I'm going to be adding some pizzazz to those. I'm basically trying to work with digitals and add a little bit more to them. This is the point of creating a journal where I'm usually stumped and it takes me forever to finish, if I even finish. I get stumped on the embellishing and adding ephemera. And I think that's because I put so much into the covers. By the time I get to adding the decorative elements, ephemera, and embellishments, I'm kind of tapped out. So I'm trying to stick with this time and use digitals to help me with the embellishing and the ephemera. Now, some things I will make and I may jump around and work on other projects like I do all the time, but I really want to work on this because I really love the digitals that I have picked out. So what I did was take the digitals. The original file that I purchased was journal pages, and I needed ephemera pieces, not journal pages. So I had already started making a template of different types of ephemera, envelopes, tags, things like that. So I imported those graphics into my template and printed out the pieces. So I have pockets, I've got the CD pocket, I've got envelopes, I've got tags, I've got quite a variety of different things, and I'm still working on adding to that template. Now here I'm going through some pink and gold ephemera pieces that I also purchased. I'll be using these in another project, but I kind of just wanted to show them to you. I thought they were really pretty. The cards here are actually the full pages reduced down to print 4 to a page. So they make a nice postcard or journaling card size. So these are actually full 8.5 by 11 pages. I just reduced them down. And we will be using this kit later. You can find that one also on my Pinterest. So I'm tucking in the ties for the cover so that they can be out of the way. And I'm just going to flip through and refresh my memory about what's actually in these two Traveler's Notebook inserts, and just playing around with the mermaids to see how I would use them on a page. I think a lot of them will end up being tuck spots or a type of pocket. I like that idea, so I may try that out. This video is really me bringing you along as I'm in my craft lab, just experimenting and trying different things. So here I am adding stickles, gold stickles, to a few of the mermaids to embellish them and customize them a little more. I may come back and add some gold splatter. I am also thinking about adding some gold gilding on some of the other pieces, but we'll see. If I do that, I will definitely bring you along with me when I'm working on it. I'm not adding stickles to all the mermaids, just some of them. So now that I've finished with the stickles, I am going to go ahead and ink everything. I don't remember the name of this ink. I will put it on the screen of what color it is. I know it's an oxide ink, and usually I don't really care for oxide, but I am enjoying the way that the color goes on the edge of these. It's more opaque than the distress ink, so I really like that. And then I'm inking the envelopes, the pockets, everything that I printed and cut. And I did sit down and manually fussy cut these. I did not use my Cricut or Silhouette or anything to cut. I cut everything out by hand. And I know watching the inking can be a little boring, but there are some newbies that watch, and I just want them to see kind of what the process is. So here I am using a Dollar Tree stencil and the same oxide ink to ink a design on the inside because I did not like how I inked that flap. So I thought adding the stencil design would help kind of camouflage my errors in inking the flap of the envelope. Then these are some library type pockets that I am gluing together. Putting another envelope together. And then I'm lightly inking the inside of this square envelope. A lot of this ephemera is too big to fit in the traveler's notebook inserts, but I'm prepping everything. Since I went ahead and cut everything out, I just decided to go ahead and prep everything, and I will go back later and print smaller versions if I feel like I need to use something. But I also don't want all of the embellishments and pockets and envelopes to be of the same kit and design. I will probably incorporate some other designs with this as well. And I'll make some ephemera myself too. So I'm just adding the library style pockets, putting a little wax paper over them in case some of the glue seeps out. And I'm continuing to add different pieces to the insert. Some things I just tuck in that I will use later, and that is pretty much it. So that's just a look into some downtime of me crafting in the craft lab, experimenting and trying different things, and using the digitals that I download in a different way. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.